Ukrainian forces have reportedly destroyed another Russian pontoon bridge in the Kursk region, according to newly released videos circulating on social media. Video footage showed a Ukrainian aircraft striking a pontoon bridge over the same river, and the Telegram channel Ukrainenews said Ukrainian forces had destroyed 9 out of 9 known pontoon crossings. The strikes, which appeared to use high-mobility artillery rocket systems, HIMARS, come after Ukrainian forces destroyed at least 2 of the 3 bridges across the river seam and multiple pontoon bridges in separate incidents. The bridges had been used in key supply routes for Russian forces. Conflict on the front lines in Russia has escalated amid the continued progress of Ukraine's Kursk offensive, a cross-border raid that Kyiv launched on August 6th, catching Russian forces by surprise. The offensive marks the first time that foreign troops have seized Russian territory since World War II, with Ukraine saying it has seized more territory in the Kursk region in days than Russia has captured in Ukraine since the beginning of the year. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said in August that Ukraine controlled at least 80 settlements in Kursk. Ukraine has said it does not wish to keep hold of the territory it controls in Kursk, but that it hopes to cut off Russian logistics supporting the war effort elsewhere along the front line and shield its territory from highly destructive aerial attacks. Kyiv's attacks have largely focused on the town of Sudzha, which Ukraine said it had fully captured last week, and around the settlement of Koronovo, northwest of Sudzha. Glushkovo and Zvanoye sit southwest of Koronovo, closer to the Ukrainian border. Not only that, Ukrainian troops also destroyed a Russian MSTAS self-propelled howitzer in the southern sector. The Ukrainian military used FPV attack drones. The press service of the Special Operations Forces released the video. A Russian Tu-S-19 MSTAS self-propelled howitzer moving to the position was detected during reconnaissance by soldiers of the 73rd Naval Special Operations Center. The Ukrainian military made the decision to destroy the Russian artillery system immediately. After that, operators of the Special Operations Forces, together with soldiers of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, struck the target with FPV drones. After the drone strike, the artillery system of the Russian invaders caught fire, most likely due to the burning of powder charges of shells in the turret. The video shows that the Russian 152mm self-propelled howitzer stopped after being hit on a field road among the trees and continued to burn. It is not known whether the crew was trying to save their artillery system. Observers who monitor the course of hostilities in the Russian-Ukrainian war have found out that a Russian artillery system was destroyed in the Kherson region. It should be noted that the enemy is suffering significant losses in self-propelled artillery systems and other military equipment, as the number of FPV drones in the Ukrainian Defense Forces has increased significantly. Meanwhile, soldiers of the 12th Special Operations Brigade Azov of the National Guard of Ukraine have been deployed to defend the city of Toretsk in the Donetsk region. The press service of the brigade announced this on social networks. Servicemen of the brigade are involved in defensive and offensive operations directly in and around the settlement of New York. The aim is to improve the tactical situation in the Toretsk sector. According to the 12th Special Operations Brigade Azov, the situation in this sector remains tense. Russian invaders make up to 15 attacks in the brigade's area of responsibility per day. But despite heavy fighting, Ukrainian soldiers are holding the line and successfully counterattacking. According to the morning report of the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, 16 battles took place in the Toretsk sector between Ukrainian defenders and Russian invaders over the past day, in particular in areas of Toretsk, Leonidivka, and Nelipivka. Toretsk in the Donetsk region is in a dominant position, as is Chasiv Yar. This means that control of the city allows the Ukrainian Defense Forces to keep the Horlivka agglomeration, occupied by the Russians since 2014, under fire control. Currently, the situation in Toretsk is extremely difficult. According to the Donetsk Regional Military Administration, 1,700 civilians remain there, but it is very difficult to deliver humanitarian aid. Previously, the soldiers of the 425th Assault Battalion Skala stormed the Russian invaders' positions on the outskirts of Toretsk in the Donetsk region. All the while, the Bradley infantry fighting vehicle is firing its automatic cannon at Russian invaders on the other side.